Hello everybody and welcome back to the Everton FC 26 career mode. In this series it is my goal to turn Merseyside blue, bring Everton back on top of English football as well as putting them on top of European football also. And what a big game we have here in this episode. The League Cup final of 2027. Everton versus Tottenham. Everton, of course, looking for their first trophy since 1995. And Tottenham, despite the fact they did win the Europa League in 2025, they will be looking for their first domestic trophy since 2008, which ironically was this very competition when they beat Chelsea in that final at Wembley. But hopefully this time round the blue team will come out on top. That blue team, of course, being Everton. And of course, this will be the only game of the episode and it will be played in its entirety. And we have a full strength team for this game here as well. No injuries or suspensions. Everybody is ready to go. Oh lads, I am absolutely buzzing for this game, but I am also absolutely bricking it. The 20th of May 1995, Everton took on Manchester United in the FA Cup final and they did come out victorious with a 1-0 win at the old Wembley Stadium thanks to a Paul Rideout goal. And here we are now just under 32 years later and Everton look to win another piece of silverware, their first piece of silverware since that famous game in 1995. And keep in mind, they actually did beat Tottenham 4-1 in the semi-final en route to winning that trophy, so that hopefully will be a good omen for us here. Listen, we are in pole position to win the Premier League in this series as well, but I'd love to add this domestic cup on top of it too. We also have a Champions League quarter-final, so there is a potential treble there, but it's not the treble that I'm looking for. Of course, the main goal of this series is for Everton to become the first team from Merseyside to win the Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League in the same season. But who knows, we might have a little taster for that here, replacing the FA Cup with the League Cup. But look, I just want to focus on this game now. We'll focus on the other competitions afterwards. Just looking at the Tottenham team there, it looks like they've gone full strength. Of course, Hansi Flick now in charge of them in this series. Thomas Frank has since left White Hart Lane. Yes, I still call it White Hart Lane. I know I address that every time, but still. You can tell I'm nervous when I start going on all these rants about things that don't really matter. But there's our team, as full strength as it gets. Eluadi and Robinson on the wrong sides there. So are Akliouche and Pino, and O'Brien and Branthwaite. That's kind of weird, but whatever. We won't pay too much attention to it. But I do want to see what Tottenham's team is. Apparently they're playing 11 John Cena's here, because the team is not appearing. There we go. And he is a Tottenham fan as well, so makes sense. Looks like a fairly standard looking Tottenham team, apart from Marquinhos there, who they did sign in the summer. But still a strong team that we will be playing here in this game. Tierno Barry gets things kicked off. Who will be the Paul Rideout of this game? Let's hope we can get a more comfortable victory as well than 1995. I'd love a good 2 or 3-0 win. A really good result to mark what hopefully will be a great occasion. Can we get off to a quick start here with Akliouche? Barry, oh, good save by Vicario. And Porro manages to deal with it, but an early warning sign there. That's a positive start. We need to make sure that we can capitalise on that now. Let's not let Tottenham go up the other end and take the lead immediately after we nearly do. It's Xavi Simons. Good tackle there by Robinson, but that will go out for a Tottenham corner. And Tottenham have lost a couple of League Cup finals since they last won it. United beat them on penalties in 2009. Chelsea beat them in 2015. City beat them as well in 2021. So they haven't had a great record in League Cup finals since they won it in 2008. And hopefully we can add to that here. Probably should have checked where Tottenham were in the league as well. I think they're around 7th or 8th in the league. And I know we have beaten them already this season. And pretty comfortably as well. Is Barry onside? Yeah, I almost half accept at this stage that Barry is not onside when Kai Rooney finds him with that type of pass. It's been the Achilles heel of this series. I said it in the last episode. And it continues to haunt us here in the cup final. But we've had a positive start. Let's hope we can continue this momentum. Tottenham will take the free kick short. It's been a minute as well since I've played a full game on the channel, so trying to adjust back to that as well. Just getting the excuse in there early if anything goes wrong. But But hopefully that won't happen. Here's Pino now into Barry. Kobe Mainoo is there. He has scored in a cup final before here at Wembley. The FA Cup final in 2024. But Bentancur does well to get the ball off him there. And Spurs, will look to clear it. It's out to Kai Rooney. Akliouche is going to be offside. It took forever for the whistle to blow there. Tottenham with a bit of a disaster there at the back. I probably rushed it a bit too much. I'm not going to blame Akliouche there. That wasn't his fault. I mean, it's very narrowly offside. I don't know, I think we should have another look at that. I know it didn't lead to a goal, but I'm not convinced Akliouche was offside there. I mean, can the game be wrong? Probably not, but still, it was very, very close. But Akliouche does well to win that ball back. Here's Mainoo now over to Adam Wharton, our January signing. Plays in Yeremy Pino. Hasn't scored a lot of goals this season, but he has had quite a few goal involvements when it comes to assists. That shot, though, was right at Vicario. We have had some great moments in this tournament, though, on the channel. Of course, the League Cup final with Oxford in FC24. I think we won it a couple of times in the United series as well. I do remember beating City in the final with United last year too. So we've had our moments. Turl United back in FIFA 22. I remember we won the League Cup in Season 2 of that career mode. Cloyne United, the other Creative Club career mode we did. We won a few League Cups in that series. I remember JJ scoring an overhead kick in the final, which I also think was against Man City. So hopefully we can get another great moment here. Mainoo, for a second I thought Pino was going to make the run. That's who that ball was initially intended for. Spurs looking to hold on to the ball for a bit now. Here's Porro going forward. Back with Xavi Simons. Branthwaite does well to interject that. Haven't had a big chance in a minute here. Let's hopefully change that now with Pino. Have I played it in too early for Rooney? I think I did. Probably should have kept going with Pino there. Or Jake O'Brien ran a bit too far ahead of the ball. And Tottenham have it in their possession once again. Danzo now over to Garcia. Maddison. Over to Garcia again. I think this game has been slightly better than the Europa League final that Tottenham played in 2025. That was an absolute horrific game. And listen, as a real-life United fan, I hated that game for many reasons, but it's not like we lost a great game of football. It was absolutely atrocious. This one's been slightly better, but not very eventful so far. That's a great ball over to Kai Rooney with a fantastic strike 3 minutes before half-time. Well, I tell you what, his dad's first ever trophy was the League Cup back in 2006 against Wigan for Manchester United. And Kai Rooney looks to do it here now in an Everton shirt. Great ball over the top there by Thierno Barry. Rooney chested it down, smacks it past Vicario, and we have the lead here in the League Cup final. It's been coming. I could feel something was on the horizon. I just didn't know which way it was going to swing. But thankfully, it swung in the favour of the Toffees. And we have taken the lead here at Wembley. Massive moment for us there. I know I said I wanted 2 or 3-0 win, but now that we've gotten this goal, I'm kind of like, I would happily take 1-0 at this stage. But let's stop Tottenham from getting an immediate equaliser. O'Brien looking to win that back, but he's unable to do so. Wharton gets beaten as well. No, you have to be joking me. What a save by the captain, Jordan Pickford. And that is, the half-time whistle blown. A big moment there at the end as Kai Rooney gives us the lead, but Tottenham very nearly got an immediate equaliser. But we are the ones in the ascendancy here at the half-time break. Let's finish the job now in the second half and get Everton's hands back on some silverware. Had to take a little bit of a breather there. Didn't want to get right into that second half, and I literally took 15 minutes. Almost like a real-life half-time. But Spurs get things kicked off here after missing a big chance at the end of that half. Let's hope we can keep them quiet here now in the second half. Here's Tell. I did a Tottenham career mode at the end of FC25. Not in the channel, just in my own time. And he was an absolute beast in that career mode. Oh no. And of all players, it had to be him, didn't it? Richarlison, the former Everton player, has equalised. Thank God he didn't do that stupid pigeon celebration. but we have conceded straight away here in the second half. And Spurs are back on level terms. Jordan Pickford unable to get there. Oh, Joe Turl, I tell you what, not happy about it in real life, not happy about it in the game either. And it's as you were, honours even here at Wembley. Well, that is not the start we were hoping for. But look, there's still a lot of football to be played. I don't want to get too carried away yet. Let's see if we can immediately go up the other end and go back in front. Here's Barry. Mainu. Rooney. Kai Rooney. Oh, right at the keeper. Oh, if he just hit it to the keeper's left, that would have been 2-1. But Vicario was able to make the save. We will get the corner here. Yeremy Pino, who's quite a set-piece specialist when it comes to these corners. He's going to whip it in. Barry doesn't win the header. It lands for Jared Branthwaite. Mainu, go for the power shot maybe. Unlucky. Here's Robinson now. Adam Wharton. Oh my god, who is that for? I don't even know who I was aiming that for. And Spurs now look to go on the counter-attack, but Robinson does well to win back possession. Now Rooney, oh, he loses it. Of course, that next fixture is against Real Madrid. That'll be on Monday's episode, both legs of the Champions League quarter-final against the European Cup's most successful team. That's why I could do with this game not going to extra time. Don't want any tired legs for that first leg, which I believe will be at home. So hopefully we can get this done in 90 minutes. Robinson now back over to Pino. Feel like I will have to make some changes in a minute. Pino goes on a great run here. Does really well. Tries to find Rooney, but cleared away by the keeper. We might still have it though. Elawadi gives it over to Mainu. Rooney. Elawadi, an unlikely source. Oh, I thought it was going to sneak in for a second. I thought that was going to sneak in. What a save by Vicario. Another corner. Kulusevski comes on from Maddison here. I think it's time for us to make some changes too. Oh, Akliouche is knackered, but I kind of want to keep him on. Mainu, I feel like he should probably come off. Alcaraz has had a lot of big moments off the bench. I know it says he gets a -5, but he can play that position no problem at all. You know what? I actually am going to take off Akliouche. I don't want any tired legs costing us here, so Philogene can come on as well. Double substitution for us here. Let's whip in this corner again here with Pino. Barry's underneath it, but Spurs deal with it. Marquinhos now, he's going to look to set Tottenham going here again. Kulusevski, fresh off the bench. Oh, you've no idea how gutted I'll be if we don't win this game. And Tottenham now have it in our own half. Oh, Pino, I thought was going to win that back there. Garcia gets the better of him. Kulusevski, win that Branthwaite, good man. Out to Adam Wharton, who I'd be tempted to take off for Eric Bunham if this game stays like this. Oh, for any longer. I know that's going to be offside. Bloody hell, Barry. Time your run, lad. Time your run. He's not had a good game. He really hasn't. Richarlison coming off now for Kudos. So Tottenham taking off their goal scorer. I'm not going to make any changes for now, but I think Wharton and Barry will be the next two I'll end up taking off. Barry has that go up for a throw-in. I think I'm just going to do it now, to be honest with you. Adam Wharton can come off for Eric Bunham, who does have a goal in him. Kai Rooney is a little bit tired, but I think he's played better than Barry today. So Esteban Lapaul, who's come up clutch so many times on the channel before for both Montreal and for Everton, will have a chance to do it here in the League Cup final. Oh, it's a Tottenham throw-in as well. Bloody hell. Thought it was our throw-in for some reason. 12 minutes to go. Another throw-in here for Tottenham. Feeling very intense right now, this game. I feel like there is a late winner here. I really do. And hopefully it'll be us that score it. But it's very hard to get the ball off Spurs at this moment in time. Here's Garcia now again. Remember, we did beat Tottenham on the last day of Season 1 to get Champions League football. So we already have a big win over them in terms of the occasion being big as opposed to the scoreline. And then when it comes to having a big scoreline against them, I think we beat them 5-1. I think it was on Monday's episode, if memory serves me correctly. I'm bulk recording at the moment, so the days are kind of all blending into one. Pino was going on a good run there, but Tottenham won it back again. Oh, no. No. Not like this. Not like this. 3 minutes left. Good interception there from Eluadi. Yeremy Pino. Over to Eric Bunham. Oh, win that Lepal. Oh, it was actually Philogene who I was going for, but it decided to pick out Esteban Lepal. We still have it here as we approach stoppage time. It's not telling me how much stoppage time. Now it does. 2 added minutes. That's a good ball into Robinson. Can we create one last big chance here? Alcaraz. Oh, over to Pino. Rooney would have been offside. Eluadi's making the run. Pino again. Alcaraz. Philogene. He's only got 1 goal so far this season, and he nearly got his 2nd goal here in the last minute of the cup final. Oh, Jed Spence. Oh, a player who we used in the Oxford career mode, coming on for Xavi Simons. We get a corner here. We can create one last chance here in normal time. Pino to whip it in. Jake O'Brien doesn't win the header. Tottenham clear it. And I think the referee is going to blow the full-time whistle. And this League Cup final will be going to extra time. I haven't made any changes. I was tempted to bring on Joaquin Says for Anthony Robinson, but he actually has had a decent game, Robinson. But I might be tempted the longer the scoreline stays like this. Can we get a quick goal here at the start of extra time with Esteban Lepal? Vicario with another good save. He is having an absolute blinder at the moment. Another corner though, which Yeremy Pino will deliver in. Branthwaite looks to attack it, but Tottenham clear it away. Oh, Eric Bunham somehow doesn't keep possession there. Alcaraz does really well to win that back. Come on, Alcaraz, fresh legs. Oh, Rooney's going to be offside. Yeah, oh my goodness me. Stay onside, lad. Stay onside. You know what, I am going to bring on Joaquin Says now. Why not? Robinson's had a decent game. Oh, sorry, that's Aaron's. Bloody hell. Wrong player. Joaquin Says is who I meant to bring on. He does have a goal in him, to be fair. He just feels a little bit more attacking. So we'll make this change and hopefully he can get involved in getting us a winner here. I really, really don't want penalties. I really don't. Hopefully we can find a winner before it comes to that. But I don't think Tottenham would want penalties either. So they're obviously going to try and win this, even though they're bringing it back into their own half here at the moment. Here's Dragusin now over to Kudos. Oh, good tackle there by O'Brien. 5 minutes left here in this first half of extra time. Esteban Lepal with the only big chance of this half so far. As he's... Oh my God, he's offside as well! Bloody hell! Why can't we just stay on bloody side? Oh my goodness me! Time your run! That's so infuriating. And especially when the bloody whistle doesn't blow for ages. Okay, Rooney has stayed on side here. So has Alcaraz. Alcaraz, Lepal is there. Esteban Lepal in the last minute of the first half of extra time has given us the lead here again. The hero, the legend of the Montreal series in FC 25 has now done it in the blue shirt of Everton, and has that put us on our way to winning our first trophy of this series. Great run by Alcaraz. Lepal basically had an empty net to aim at. Vicario has made some good saves today, but he was never getting to that. And we are 2-1 up going into the second half of extra time. And I'm going to go with a bit of a defensive change here for the final 15 minutes here of this game. Switching to a 3 at the back and 2 CDMs. So Mpadu comes on for Yeremy Pino. Philogene and Joaquin Says will play as the wing-backs, I should say. Eric Bunham and Eluadi there at CDM. He only gets a -1 there, so that's absolutely fine. Alcaraz doesn't get any minus now, as he'll be playing as a 10. And we'll keep Rooney and Lepal up front. So hopefully this will work, and it'll be enough to see out this game. And remember, we left it to a poll about whether we brought back Esteban Lepal. I say bring back, whether we signed him after he was such a success in the Montreal series. And I tell you what, for that moment alone, it was worth every penny to bring him into this team. But I just want to hold on to this ball now. We don't need to risk anything. We're not the ones chasing this game. Oh, we're only a few minutes away from winning Everton's first trophy in over 3 decades, and it may not be the last one this season, but regardless, at least we'll know we'll have at least this in the bag, which I'll be very, very happy with. Here's Eric Bunham now into Alcaraz. Oh, Philogene ran back on side, but Tottenham win it back. Marquinhos over to Jed Spence. Do not let them get in the attack. Joaquin says gives away a free kick there, but that hopefully will run down the clock a bit more. Go on, win that, Elawadi. Good man, good man. Alcaraz now. Just try and run it into the corner. Oh my god, I thought he was about to intercept that. Joaquin says over to Eric Bunham. Esteban Lepal. He has timed that run well. Keep it here in the corner. Frustrate Tottenham. Here's Eric Bunham. Back over to Lepal. Oh, crap. He's going to be offside now, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. He stayed onside, says. Well done. Only 1 added minute. It's over, lads. It's surely it. Elawadi have the shot. Why not? We're going to get a corner kick, but it really doesn't matter. This game is as good as done. Philogene can whip in this ball. O'Brien can't win the header. Comes out to Lepal again. With an interesting strike, it goes wide of the post, but the full-time whistle has blown here in the League Cup final, and Everton's trophy drought has come to an end. League Cup champions, 32 years after winning the FA Cup in 1995, and Everton have won silverware yet again. What a moment. We were unable to do it in Season 1, but Season 2, we've come into it stronger, better, and faster, every positive word you can think of, than ever before. Oh, and we have gotten over the line here in the Carabao Cup. What a moment. It was Dave Watson who lifted the trophy in 1995. It's going to be Jordan Pickford here in 2027. He's been absolutely fantastic in this series as well. He's been a great servant to Everton. I can't think of a more fitting player to lift up this EFL trophy for Everton than Jordan Pickford. The Toffees with silverware again. The EFL Cup in the grasp of England and Everton's number 1. And the first piece of silverware has been won in this series. And what a game as well. It was a very intense cup final. It had me on the edge of my seat, and thankfully we got over the line as we go over and celebrate here with the travelling Toffees. They've waited a long time to see a moment like this. Drink it in, lads. Appreciate every single second of it. God, Jordan Pickford's arms. They're going to break there. They're closing in on him. I really wish they'd update these trophy animations. But still, regardless of the cutscene, I'm going to enjoy this moment as Pickford lifts it up one last time. The confetti falling from the sky here at Wembley. And Everton have won a trophy yet again. To all the Toffees who have tuned into this series so far, drink in this moment. This is for you. Everton, winners of a trophy for the first time in over 3 decades. And what a way it was to do it as well. I'm so proud of the team, so proud of how far we've come, and I'm really happy that we got over the line in this tournament. But there is still so much to play for in this second season. As I mentioned earlier, in the next episode, we will be playing in the Champions League quarter-final up against Real Madrid. The first leg at the Hill Dickinson Stadium and the second leg at the Bernabeu, which we've already gone to this season, and we did get a result, a 3-3 draw in what I think was our first away game in the league phase. So we already know what it's like to get a result against Real Madrid. And then when we switch over to the Premier League here, Arsenal of course course, have actually played an extra game since that League Cup final, but we are 3 points clear of them with 8 games to go, and we do have a game in hand. So this League Cup trophy right here may not be the final piece of silverware that we win this season. At least I hope it isn't. But lads, that will do it for this very successful episode of the Everton FC 26 career mode. The next episode, of course, will be this coming Monday, where we will be playing Real Madrid in that Champions League quarter-final. Very, very excited for it. But if you did enjoy this episode, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well. We are on the road to 800 subscribers. I would love to hit that before this series comes to an end, and I will talk to you all on Monday. Have a great weekend and take care.